we've got the return of the Hut Heroes event in NHL 24. And in this video, I'm going to break down all of the objective paths, the new cards, as well as give you all of the options when it comes to tackling the free stuff that comes in this event. And is it worth it? Let's get into it. So here you have it, 3 new Master Set players from the Hut Heroes Series 2.0 event. And returning with it is its extremely unique card art style. Some are going to love it, some are going to hate it. It's different. Now, why this is so unique is that they released 3 Master Set players, which is a very small amount, which is my one knock on this week's content release, is there's just not a lot of cards. That being said, we've got a kind of a unique way that this is going to work. So if you collect the 86 Danico and Larkin, you can exchange them for a limited time Matt Duchene 87 overall power-up item. Now, before we get into the cards or if this is worth it or not, I do like that they're doing something like this because anytime that you get like a limited item, it is cool that you can have that. You know, it's kind of a flex, and there's just very little flex items in Hockey Ultimate Team. So regardless of the card, I do like the idea of some limited stuff. And as long as you give, you know, the player base a week, maybe 2 at the absolute most, I do kind of enjoy that. So this set is going to go away in 7 days after week 1 of the event is over, at which point you can't make him anymore. So is it worth it to make Matt Duchene? Well, first, let's take a look at the Master Set items first. The 96 Ken Danico, 6 foot 215. He's got Enforcer defenseman, 2-way defenseman, and defensive defenseman, meaning that he can get up to 97 speed, as well as accelerator boost in that second slot, so he gets 97 acceleration. Now, the one thing I do like about the Hut Heroes event that not a lot of the player base is going to, like, I think this is one of the more polarizing events, because for competitive players or players that play in Division 2 and above, you're the ones that are grinding all year to make your team as best as possible to compete online. The Hut Heroes event is specifically for us and that section of the player base, so it kind of takes away whether the player is a big name or a superstar and kind of gives the players, whether it's meta size, abilities, attributes, all of that, and it kind of skews towards that more competitive end. So I know there's a lot of you out there that aren't going to appreciate that, totally understand it. Obviously, I come from the other side where even in my old age and me being ass at the game, I'm still in Division 2 and I get around 14 wins in champs, so these cards are the kind of the ones that I look for. Now, with the Truculence update, definitely makes Ken Danico very interesting because Truculence now completely wipes out stamina when you hit somebody with it. He's also got gold, Silver Shutdown, Heat Seeker, Back At Ya, and Bouncer. I think that with the update, Truculence kind of now shoots above Shutdown's worth. Like, I would rather have Truculence over Shutdown. Remember, the hitting ability of Shutdown and Truculence do not stack. The reason why Shutdown is always so good throughout the year is because it's kind of a mix of stick 'em up as well as Truculence when defending a rush, and a rush deemed in game is basically any time that they just hold onto the puck when they get in the offensive zone. That being said, Ken Danico's got great abilities. He's 97 speed and acceleration, so even if you upgrade him now and spend the cost to get him to 96, you can have him for the rest of the year and be completely fine. The other 96 overall is Dylan Larkin, who is always one of the better players. Usually it's earlier on in the game because of that skating and face-off rating. At 6'1", 198, he's got good size, sniper, 2-way, and playmaking forward. It is frustrating he's got 95 face-offs, but you can use 2-way forward, and if you've got, let's say, a ton of synergy dumps like Team of the Year and Team of the Season, you can probably get there pretty easily. He's also got speed boost, but you don't need it because he's got 99 speed acceleration and agility. You could go shooting boost to get his shooting up into the higher 90s. Hand stats are great. Body checking's 95. And then, again, he's got those good defensive abilities as well. Gold Elite Edges. Again, I still stand by that Elite Edges loses a lot of its usefulness later on in the game. Wheels, I personally like it at 99, but again, these kind of, once you get to 99, they definitely lose that, like, usefulness. Tape to tape, I wouldn't activate. Close quarters costs a lot now this year, and then Born Leader. So not a lot of great superstar abilities, and I can see the reason why. Because the 96 Matt Duchene is very similar when it comes to attributes. So if you're going to spend the cost of trading in Danico and Larkin to get Matt Duchene, you need to have a bit of an advantage, obviously. And Matt Duchene's advantage is that he's a 99 skater, 99 shooter, 99 hand stats. He also has 99 face-offs. And when you consider that you can put checking boost on him, body checking gets up a little bit higher. Does have gold wheels. Like I said, I think wheels is one of those ones where you either like it or you don't. It also depends on your connection, because if you play on someone with very low ping, taking advantage of the fact that you don't receive the 3% debuff when carrying the puck, even when other players are at 99, I think is an advantage, because it means that you are a true 99 with or without the puck. Make It Snappy is one of the best offensive abilities. Unstoppable Force, I think, is so hard to quantify this year. I've lost a lot of faith in it. Shrug It Off got a massive buff, and then Silver Edges. So all in all, a great card. Like, this is an end game card, meaning that you can have it on your team, and there'll be 99s that come out, and they will be better slightly, but not by much, and you really won't notice that much of a difference. So Matt Duchene's card is pretty incredible. So again, how this event is shaping up to work is you make the Dylan Larkin 86 overall power-up player item. It'll cost you 15 event collectibles, as well as Danica, and then you can trade in the 86 overalls to get the 87 Matt Duchene. I do want to mention, this is where things are going to have to be decided by the specific player. So depending on if you want Matt Duchene or not. So Dylan Larkin and Danica are both going to cost you 29 power-up collectibles to make the MSP fully. And why this is important is because you can go the route of making Matt Duchene and taking advantage of all the other free stuff that EA is giving you, but you're going to sacrifice power-up collectibles along the way to do that. So they really make you decide whether you want a 96 Larkin or Danica, or you want to go the route of collecting everything that they offer, more on that in just a little bit, and getting the Matt Duchene. So as it stands right now, there is going to be a lot of power-up collectibles that you're going to need to invest to get Larkin and Danica to 96. When it comes to Matt Duchene, you essentially save 2 power-up collectibles. It'll only cost you 27 power-up collectibles to get Matt Duchene up to 96. I say only, but there is 2 less. Okay, now, I spent, no lie, I'm looking at the clock right now, an hour going through the best, most effective path that you guys can take to earn all of the rewards I'm about to show you. But I need to highlight how insane it is. With the amount that I play this game, and the knowledge I have of it, obviously, because I've seen it for years now, how difficult this is going to be for a new player, or even a returning one that plays the game casual. They need to fix all of the complicated, convoluted stuff, because even when they do give out good rewards, which I actually do think this event is pretty rewarding, it is just so difficult to understand. Okay, so here are the objective paths, and you will notice that there are far more than you normally get in an event. You've got the Hut Heroes 2.0 Week 1 objective path. Now, this is going to net you some interesting things, and again, like I mentioned earlier about Larkin and Danica, that you kind of got to decide whether you want to go and try and get all the free stuff that are in these objective paths, or if you want to work on one Master Set player getting it up to 96 for the least amount of cost. So, you play one game, and they are going to give you an 88 Jamie Alexiak. And I won't lie, this is actually a half-decent 88 overall card. Not great, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say this is fantastic, but I know there are a lot of players that are just joining the game because of EA Play, which they are really pushing this, like, catch-up where they give a lot of free stuff out to newer players. If you've just started the game, this Alexiak is a 100% grab, and you'll get it for playing literally one game. So once you've played your one game, you'll get Jamie Alexiak, and then down the rest of the list, you will get event collectibles, as well as this 88 overall Bobby Holik when you get 160 hits with any Hut Heroes Series 2 player item. So technically, after one game, everyone will have a Hut Heroes Series 2 game player because you've got Jamie Alexiak. Here is that 88 Bobby Holik, and again, if you've just started out the game, you get a pretty decent centerman at 6'4", 230, great build, with silver quick draw, and he can get up to 98 face-off. Again, his skating is pretty abysmal, especially at this stage of the game, but nonetheless, if you just started the game, you can't do much better than playing 10 games and getting Alexiak and Bobby Holik. After unlocking Bobby Holik, you've got a few more event collectibles, and then you've got 3 power-up collectibles down at the bottom for completing games played in Rivals, Squad Battles, or Champs. Again, these stack, so if you have 10 Hut Hero items in your lineup, every one game you play will count towards 10. You will also unlock another power-up collectible for finishing this objective path. In all, this will net you 8 event collectibles and 4 power-up collectibles, as well as 2 88 overalls. Not bad. Now, where things get interesting is that there are these new individual objective paths for Larkin, Danica, and Duchene. So with Dylan Larkin, you'll get 3 premium packs for completing various objectives, get assists, checks, and deeks. You can do this in one Squad Battles game, maybe not the 20 assists, but you can do it very quickly on 4-minute periods on Rookie Mode and Squad Battles, and you will get a power-up collectible. You can do this for Danica, Larkin, and Duchene. This is what I was talking about, whether you want to spread it out or hyper-focus on one of the Master Set player items. So you will get 3 premium packs totaling 9, as well as 3 power-up collectibles for completing these 3 objective paths, which is pretty nice. Obviously, those packs aren't going to pull anything, let's be honest, but that's still about 80,000, almost 100,000 coins in value when it comes to the packs, plus the premium power-up collectibles, which is again, half decent. Now, Hut Rush has been hit or miss all year, but there are actually 3 objective paths that you can finish, and each one is going to give you about 400,000 objective points in a very, very quick manner. You can get these done very fast. They're quite easy. Some of them will be a little annoying because it won't register, but the reward path will feature down the line an 86 overall Stu Gribson, as well as 4 more Hut Hero collectibles that you can use to make Danica or Larkin. Stu Grimson is just like a pure objective card that you throw into your lineup for squad battles and stuff. Online, you're going to get absolutely demolished. Really fun card, but yeah, this is a trade-in. And then we've got 3 moments for the first set of Hut Heroes Series 2.0. So again, you can get 3 more event collectibles by completing these. The Duchene one is on Superstar, which is kind of annoying, but nothing out of the realm of being super difficult here. Now, when it comes to the other cards released in this event, again, they are what we would consider meta cards. These are the ones that, regardless of how popular the player is, it's just simply built on size, essentially, and attributes and abilities. So Michael Rasmussen at 6'6", 211, has 93 speed, excel, and agility, 95 balance. He's got gold total eclipse, which is very fun. Close quarters, big tipper, and big rig. So this is a card that you just literally have go to the front of the net, wait for it to be screening the goaltender so total eclipse lights up underneath the player, and then use big tipper. Again, just kind of a fun card, and not to mention he's massive. Jesse Puljujarvi at 6'4", 201, sniper and playmaking forward, as well as playmaking and agile dangler boost. 94 speed, excel, and agility with balance. Gold puck on a string is only useful for players that go back and forth constantly on the right stick. So if you are someone who plays a lot of EASHL, for example, tape to tape, make it snappy, and big rig, again, you make it snappy is probably the only option here, but he is massive. Devin Cooley from my Sharks, love that. 6'5", has gold butterfly effect, which was useful, I think, more in the prior years games. I like to see showstopper or light work here, but he does have showstopper, and he's 99 speed at 6'5". This is low-key a goalie I'm probably going to chase, A, because I'm a Sharks fan, but B, he's got showstopper, 6'5", and 99 speed. Then we've got Colton Parayko at 93 overall, 6'6", 228. He's got defensive and two-way defenseman, as well as accelerator boost, getting his acceleration up to 95. Speed's only 93, however. Does have gold truculence and quick pick, which is nice, or you can go with shutdown, whatever one you want. Again, a very, very good build defenseman, even though his skating is a little lower. Quentin Byfield, 6'5", 220. Also, fun fact, he is nasty at Hut. Like, very good Hut play. Sniper, two-way, and power forward, as well as checking, playmaking, agile dangler, and shooting boost. He's got gold unstoppable force, close quarters, tape to tape, ankle breaker, and edges. 95 speed, excel, and agility with 99 balance, and a great shot and hand stats. Very fun card, but only 85 face-off, so he's going to be a winger for you. And then lastly, we've got Owen Power at 6'6", 218, with offensive, two-way, and defensive defenseman, as well as defensive checking, playmaking, agile dangler boost, gold edges. Would have loved to see truculence here. Quick pick, heat seeker, tape to tape, and shutdown. 95 speed, excel, and agility with 99 balance, and with synergies can get to basically 99 defensive stats as well. At 6'6", obviously going to be very impactful. Now, in the store, we do continue to get these daily free packs, which I can only assume they're doing to get you into the store because, hey, we got to make sure we get that casino rolling. Let's open up our free daily pack. Here comes a Master Set player. Just kidding. CJ Seuss. Love it. Hey, free stuff is good stuff. Can't complain there. All right, like I promised, here is the fastest way to complete everything from this event. This is going to be from the getting Matt Duchene and collecting all of the free stuff from the objective path. This is the fastest way to do it. Up first, play 1 game of Rivals, Hut Champs, and Squad Battles. Again, you could do 2-minute periods in Squad Battles, doesn't matter. This will net you the 88 Jamie Alexiak. Once you've got Jamie Alexiak, head over to Hut Moments, jump into the Ken Danico Moments, and get that event collectible for scoring goals. You just need 1 on Rookie. Go into Sets and choose the Hut Heroes Series 2.0 event sets. Go over to the collectible sets, and then all the way over to the 88 overall trade-in. Trading in Jamie Alexiak is going to net you 14 Hut Heroes Series 2.0 collectibles, as well as 2 player packs. And then trade those 14 collectibles in with that 1 that you earned from the Ken Danico moment, and you've got yourself Dylan Larkin. Now, why, you ask, would you trade in an 88 for an 86? Well, because Jamie Alexiak is only going to work towards these Hut Heroes Series 2.0 Week 1 objectives, which is important, but Dylan Larkin is the only one that's going to work towards the Dylan Larkin objective path. And these are all, again, very quick to do once you've got Dylan Larkin's card. But before you do any squad battles or rivals with Dylan Larkin in your lineup, go into Hut Rush and do a few of the objectives. This will not take you long at all, and get up to 205,000 points, which will net you the 86 overall Stu Grimson. Now, once you've got Dylan Larkin and Stu Grimson in your lineup, you want to complete all of the Dylan Larkin objectives objectives. Again, the fastest way is 2-minute periods on rookie and squad battles, or 4-minute periods to give yourself enough time to do them all. This will not take you very long. And with Stu Grimson in your lineup as well, now you've got 2 of the Hut Heroes cards working towards more of these overall objectives. All you're trying to do is get to 160 hits with any of the Hut Heroes items. So in this case, Larkin and Grimson. Once you've got the 160 hits finished and you get the 88 overall Bobby Holik, go back into Hut Moments and do the Dylan Larkin moment. And this is on Pro. You just need the event collectible, so you've got to score 3 goals with Dylan Larkin. Go back into the Hut Heroes collectible sets, and then you want to trade in that Bobby Holik at 88 overall, and you'll get 14 more Hut Heroes Series 2.0 collectibles, as well as 2 player packs. Take those 14 collectibles and the one from the moment, and now you've got yourself Ken Danico at 86 overall for free. Now with Larkin, Grimson, and Danico in your lineup, you want to finish off the Ken Danico objectives, and again, this will net you another 3 premium packs and another power-up collectible. Once you have finished Larkin and Danico, you should be well on your way when it comes to the counting stat objectives in this objective pass, so like the get hits, as well as the assists, all of that. The ones that are going to take some time are the complete games, because you've got to complete 99 games, but again, these stack. However, you don't have a ton of players at your disposal if you want to do this the free route. Now, I would keep Larkin, Danico, and Grimson in your lineup for as long as you possibly can, up until the end of this first week. And then what you do is you, again, before the timer runs out, if you want Duchene, you can then trade in Danico and Larkin and get yourself the 87 Matt Duchene power-up player item. Again, this is a timed event. You will not be able to make Duchene after this timer is out. And then lastly, just do the objectives for Matt Duchene, which will net you another 3 premium packs for, again, 9 in total, as well as an additional power-up collectible. So remember what I said, you've got to make a choice between whether going after all of these packs and things like that, as well as Matt Duchene, or by choosing to hyper-focus on one to get enough power-up collectibles to upgrade Danico or Larkin, because you can avoid these 3 and trade in Alexiak as well as Holik for power-up collectibles. Not nearly enough, but that would help you upgrade those master set play items. That's a choice you're going to have to make. I personally am probably going to go and grab Matt Duchene just because he's limited, and I don't know, it's something different. So I do want to point that out, that if you go this route, you're going to have to spend quite a bit of your own resources to upgrade Duchene all the way to 96. Now, lastly, again, when I give critiques of Hockey Ultimate Team or the NHL video game, I like to give constructive criticism where it's like, hey, this is what I would do. I want you guys to look at this screen. Just take a look at it, all right? It is just words. And I don't know about you, but I just want to read constantly and try to understand all of the nonsense in here. This is an objective path from MLB The Show. I know I show a lot of comparisons, and content in MLB The Show has been really hit or miss when it comes to the pay-to-win stuff, but like, it is idiot-proof to understand how this operates. Here are all the things you've got to do. It shows the reward amounts, and then up top you see in like rhythm what you're supposed to do. Again, compared to this, which is just words everywhere and no clear path. So just food for thought. I hope that helped kind of guide you to decide if you want to go down the objective path or upgrading master set players and all of that. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.